If you don't know, I go by MAJE, capital M, capital A, capital J, capital E.
Making all your own money, so I know you won't need mine. We should get us matching watches, think about it all the time. While I'm working, you be twerking, but you don't do it for the vine. Do it for a real nigga one time. Think it's better when you know, so baby.
Why can't I be black excellence without rapping about black excellence all the time, you know? I couldn't bring myself to confuse people and then have them confuse me by wanting a certain kind of music. I didn't come up with that slogan, East Side to the Grave. It's just been a slogan that's been floating around my neighborhood for like a very long time. It gives us a sense of togetherness, even if like we don't get along or we don't have anything in common. We come from the same place, you know?
Hello? Do you remember the day that you first came into our home?
Yes.
Yes. What was it like? You tell me, what was it like?
New. And everyone was so excited, as if you knew me forever. Loved me already, and I was like, I don't even know you guys. Yeah. I think they just wanted the little brother.
He came to live with us when he was 4 years old, a year before he started school. Right away, Michael was part of the family. There was no, like, this is my foster son. And so when he dropped out of college, I was devastated. He said he didn't have time to do what he wanted to do because he really wanted to rap. And he said, well, I'm going to make it, Mom. You watch and see. I'm going to make it. So for a time there, he went back to college. Then he dropped out again. Yeah. And so at that point, I figured, okay, this is what he really wants. And so then he started writing. And one thing about Michael's rap, he raps about his life. And I like the fact there's a lot of people that move out of the community and go into the city and don't even want to talk about their community anymore. They are, that's Preston and, yeah, I'm in the city now, but I'm really happy that Michael will still include and happy about where he grew up. He started using curse words, not a whole lot, but I heard one time and I said, Michael, if you want me to listen to your music, I said, if you have all these derogative, negative curse words in it, I will not listen to them, right? Mm. And so it's nice that Michael remembered that. And now that he's rapping, I don't hear any of that. So I love listening to his music.
I think the thing that really inspires me the most is seeing somebody work really hard, seeing somebody else work really hard. I think that is what really drives me. To talk about situations like family situations or anything that's happened in my life. These are hip hop original stories. This is where hip hop came from. Hip hop came from Black people telling their joys and their pains, and there's just certain things that you can't relate to regardless of you trying. You can't fool me by telling me that you respect hip hop and then having white faces all over. No, it doesn't make any sense to me. This city doesn't even like me. Why would I brag about this city? Why would I brag about Halifax when we still have racism just floating and hovering over everywhere? Why don't I just be more specific about exactly who I am? Because Halifax didn't make me who I am. Growing up with the people that I did made me exactly who I am. I realized nobody was talking about East Preston. There was great things coming to East Preston every day, and people were just failing to talk about it. So I wanted to find a way to highlight it. I really don't see it changing or getting better. I just feel it's a situation that I can address through my music, and people they'll love it and they'll lift the song up. But I can't dwell on it. By me dwelling on it, I'm only gonna drive myself crazy. So I might as well do what I enjoy in life and try to fight it that way.
Historically speaking, we tend to view our cultural output as very kind of Scotch-Irish, fiddles and kilts. That tends to be the stereotypical image of music coming out of this area. And anybody who's not doing that is really kind of on the fringes and has to fight extra hard to get themselves out there. You're gonna have to do a lot of things yourself. You're gonna have to fight for funding. You're gonna have to really get yourself out there and get yourself on stages. And there's not a whole lot of institutional support looking to just find rappers and help promote them. Going back into the 1980s, even into the 1970s, before anybody was doing rap stuff with funk and soul or any other kinds of kind of African-Nova Scotian music or black art in general, always had a hard time finding venues. And to the point where there were protests and demonstrations, and at one point even a riot broke out around people being denied access to clubs. You've got kind of a melting pot. You've got, white artists and black artists and all kinds, but then it comes down to a question of access. White artists might have a better opportunity to get into venues. White artists might have more chances to get out of town and perform with other people and jump on tours. And that can go to a lot of the historical racism here, where certain artists kind of get more access and others don't. And that leads to resentment and arguing within the community. Yeah, it's an uphill battle.
I like this prep because, like I said, this is like my vision coming to life. As opposed to me actually putting my vision together, it's kind of stressful at times. I like writing the songs. I'm not a fan of recording the songs, and I like the final production stages. Weird, I know.
Do this.
Yeah, the thought process behind this tape is just kind of just free. I don't want anybody thinking too heavy about the bars or too much. I just want, I wanted to make music that, it was just a free emotion, it's almost like it was freestyle thoughts. When I perform my songs, I want people to sing them back to me. It's always melody first. I just fill in the words after that.
We discussing the key to the city. He like, oh yeah, you can have it. You made assumptions, try to box me in, but I may weather the storm. On that Matt Damon,
I don't want to have a finish line, because if I have a finish line, it's either unrealistic or once I get it, I won't want anything else.
I feel like now it's go time and all that other shenanigans that, young guys like to say in the songs, but no doubt. For real, I'm coming with it, man. I'm not gonna sit around and act like I'm, I'm not legit, because I really do this, so.
I want to be here forever. I don't want to just make a song and then next week it's somebody else's song. I want a song that sticks. I want to make music that sticks.
If you don't know, I go by MAJE, capital M, capital A, capital J, capital E.
Level up. Whatever I was getting paid last year, double up. Looking at the scoreboard, nigga, you was never up. East side, nigga, let me make a statement. I'm feeling like my competition on vacation. I'm feeling like I got the juice and you can't get it back. I'm fresh to death and all you niggas gotta live with that. Paying off my student loan with the rap money. Lost track of me, now they wanna track from me. Off the hook, now I guess you want a hook from me. But we ain't on the same page, we ain't book buddies.
I just know someday, he's gonna reach where he wanted to be. And I don't want you ever to give up on that. Give up your dream, because I know you can do it.
Making all your own money, so I know you won't need mine. We should get us matching watches, think about it all the time. While I'm working, you be twerking, but you don't do it for the fun, do it for a real nigga.